Welcome back. A lot has been said about the upcoming arrest. At least that's the news reports of former President Donald Trump. And I think this is the tipping point for a lot of things. A couple of things I want you to think about. Got some memes here. Now, I was a big fan of Bill Clinton when I was a Democrat. Not a huge fan now, but compared to the Democrats now, he was sane. Bill Clinton paid Paula Jones $850,000 to go away. Apparently affairs were worth a lot more hush money back then. And I don't remember the FBI raiding his office. That's true. That's absolutely true. What people do in their personal lives is their business. If Trump was responsible for January 6th, then all the Democratic politicians and mainstream media should all be charged for encouraging and cheering on the 2020 riots for an entire year. It started on day one, if you remember, in Washington, D.C., January 20th, 2017, when Antifa and a lot of other protesters burned, smashed cars, burned up a limousine, caused all kinds of havoc. And the weird part was a lot of the Antifa members that were arrested got paid reparations, so to speak, for being arrested at $21,000 apiece. Nice, huh? Who's encouraging what here? It's craziness. It's absolute craziness. And all for what? Here's some pictures. L.A., Washington, St. Paul, Atlanta, Nashville, New York. There is a current Congress member. There needs to be unrest in the streets. Protesters should not let up. By Kamala Harris, now the Vice President of the United States. And of course, we have wingnut Maxine Waters encouraging violence. If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, in a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House. I just don't know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be. Remember something. Who was really the violence? Who really was trying to take over? And now they're going after President Trump. On what, hush money to a porn star? You got to be kidding me, right? Don't forget, so you haven't figured it out yet. It's not about Trump's corruption. It's about making sure you don't find out about their corruption. I'm not trying to say the Republicans are perfect, but the Democrats are so dirty. It's like you go into a store and steal a candy bar, you're a thief. You go into a bank with a gun and rob the bank, you're a thief. That's the comparison. That's how bad it is. And I'm not saying all the Republicans aren't guilty either. This is the uniparty, deep state, fill up your wallets party. And Trump was a threat to that. A threat. It's about their corruption. It really and truly is. And the corruption in Washington in general. You know, we are all Americans, and America comes first. And they never liked that. And I like that saying on the side, where we go one, we go all. Donald Trump stirred up 50, 60 million American people who were ignored, ridiculed, made fun of, the so-called flyover states and conservative people. They had grievances, and they want to be heard. And all they heard was, shut up, racist. That's why Donald Trump got elected. And now you want to place him under arrest for a misdemeanor charge that makes no sense at all? This is a formula for disaster. It truly is. Is the best yet to come for Donald Trump? I sure hope so. Not so much the best for Donald Trump, the best for the country. He did really well the first 2 years he was president. And then COVID came, and things all unraveled. But it really did it. It cleared the air a little bit. It really showed you truly, not all Democrats, But the progressive Democrats, the ones that are in charge of the party now, you don't have to be the majority to be in charge of the party. I call on all sane, regular, run-of-the-mill Democrats to say no. I like this meme. In case of emergency, break glass. Yeah, we are an emergency state. Is Donald Trump a saint? By no means at all. He has huge personality flaws. But I really don't care. And neither do 50, 60 million other people who've been crapped on and used and slandered and made fun of by Hollywood, the mainstream media, all of the entertainment industry, all of it. The Academy Awards right down through. Now they're filtering in to our children's schools and the stuff they're being taught on gender and CRT and drag shows, and it's insane. I know the majority of Democrats aren't like that. It's just the Democrats that are now in charge of the media and in charge of Washington and many state capitals. Unfortunately for me, I live in New York. So I live in upstate New York, thankfully, many miles away from New York City. But the effect is still here. We've been ignored. We've been ridiculed. We've been made fun of. We've been called names that did it to me and my business. It isn't just me. Tens of millions of other people have had businesses. Enough is enough. This is a tipping point. They arrest Donald Trump. It will start things in motion that they can't take back. They won't be able to take them back. It'll be like rolling a car down a hill. This is an old meme that I saw that explains it, I think, pretty clearly. Who would have thought 10, 12 years ago that Donald Trump would be the champion of the people that have been screwed over, dumped on, ridiculed, made fun of, ignored, that had real grievances? Leaders come up sometimes that you don't expect. No, he's not a perfect man, but he does represent the average, decent, everyday American that's just trying to make it. And he did that brilliantly in 2016. And unfortunately in 2020, things didn't work out so well with COVID and other things we can't discuss now. And now that he's nominated himself to run for president, they have this chicken crap indictment. Remember the meme earlier with Bill Clinton? $850,000 hush money. I think Trump paid $130,000. Nobody cares that Donald Trump had an affair with a porn star. Nobody cares. Now, does that show a flaw in his character? Yeah. But did not make him an ineffective president. And remember one thing. It's just like this meme says. In reality, they're not after me. They're after you, and I'm just in the way. Donald Trump, whether you like it or not, and whether you believe it or not, and whether you think it's proper or not, is the last flood wall left. If that flood wall comes down, the water's going to pour in and wipe everything out. Make no mistake about it. Whether you love him, hate him, or somewhere in between, that statement is true. They're really after you, and Trump's just in the way. Think about it. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.